Uh-oh. See, now isn't that much more effective than a gun?
Stay close to me!
Okay, let's shoot stuff. We're gonna shoot you. Well, yeah, I said let's shoot you. But what we really want to shoot is Madeline. So let's get these bugs out of the way. Lock onto Madeline. And no, that's not gonna work. There we go. Maybe you shouldn't have thrown that gun where she can reach it. And the young girl gets riddled with bullets. That's something you don't see from Nintendo very often. Well, you were the one that froze her.
Stop! Don't move! Out of here.
Samus Aran, I heard what happened. You performed admirably. You can leave the rest to us.
Oh, you see that look in her eyes? She's pissed.
Madeline!
Wait, Aran. Unfortunate what happened to Commander Malkovich. And to think that his entire unit was annihilated. Truly a tragic day. Would you agree, Aran?
You're a dick.
Sadly, with them gone, you're just an outsider. And given your unofficial status, I cannot allow you contact with the witness. With your predilection for transporting illegal cargo like infant Metroids, I must ask that you restrict your... Time for the lady to go home. Someone escort her.
Yes, sir.
I recognize that voice.
Time for us to go. Come on, friends.
Hey! You lived!
What? Stop right there. Who are you?
Anthony Hicks, sir. Galactic Federation Platoon 7.
But how did you
I need to secure
survive?
the safety of any survivors. Commander Malkovich's orders and the purpose of this mission.
What?
Authorized by the chairman of the Galactic Federation.
Up yours, old man.
What do you mean, the chairman?
Man, you guys made it here quick. I mean, If I hadn't stopped the engine, we might have missed each other.
And so it was him who stopped them. So how did you live?
Crazy. Crazy how something good can come out of something bad.
Ho ho, that's how he lived. Deus Ex Machina.
Whoa. Didn't mean to wake her. Guess I ought to be quiet.
Anthony was trying to be courteous to Madeline. She was exhausted and had only just fallen asleep. She needed the rest. She had a lot of explaining to do once she got to Galactic Federation headquarters. For herself and for Melissa.
Still can't get my head around it. What a crazy mission.
Anthony sighed as he muttered to himself. What would have happened if we hadn't been called there? Might the furious MB have attacked the Galactic Federation and brought about its utter destruction?
I like this scene.
Melissa wasn't insane.
I like what they do with all the dust in space, making all the faces.
One day, a consciousness simply bloomed within her. And those that caused it to bloom, the humans, called it insanity.
When it was really
I
just
was
humanity.
the insane one. That was what Madeline muttered softly as she sank into sleep. The selfish conceits of humans drove MB to violence. It was their distorted perceptions and greed that awoke such fury in the fledgling girl's heart. Her thought was to punish the foolish and conceited. But MB could not complete her mission. As Melissa, she was defeated. With their one vulnerability overcome, the Metroids were indestructible. If some fool just following orders had taken the savage creatures to those who sought them, I can't imagine what would have happened if Adam hadn't recognized the looming danger.
They were still
The
pretty
cost
vague
was
as to
far
whether
too
or
great.
not the Metroids actually were immune to cold.
Why did
Adam
Adam have to give
Adam
his
only said
life?
they might be.
For me, I couldn't believe he was dead. For the first time, I questioned his choice.
No objections, right, lady?
Kind of
I
tear
heard
jerking.
Adam's voice in my head. And I knew in my heart that he had made the right decision. Just as he had so many years ago. In that moment, I swore not to grieve his death. And for the first time, I gave him a thumbs up,
How nice.
just in case he was watching over me.
And he will be watching over you. In computer form.
His amused expression looked as though he wanted to say something. His face and Adam's swirled together. That last smile as
She looks
Adam
pretty
drifted
cute
away.
there. Wow, that power suit really adds on quite a few inches to her height, doesn't it? I mean, look how short she is compared to Anthony. That's a great shot. Roll credits. Well, everybody, that's Metroid Other M. Wow, what can I say about this game? It received way too much shit. I mean, it's not the strongest entry in the Metroid series. In my personal opinion, that's a hard toss-up between Super Metroid and Metroid Prime, but this was still pretty good. I really appreciate what they were trying to do with this game, trying to give some, in-depth background to Samus's character. And, well, for the most part, they did a pretty damn good job. Unfortunately, I think something was a little lost in the performance of the voice actress who played Samus. She's not bad. I don't know whether I want to poke the blame at her or the voice direction. As far as just the key concepts of what they were trying to show with Samus, that in spite of the fact that she's like this hardcore warrior, she deep down inside, she is what she is, and that's a human being. She can feel, she can hurt, and well, don't we all, no matter how badass we are. I mean, it's like I always say, I've heard a few people, argue with me about this whole concept about, oh, well, she's supposed to be this hardcore warrior, been there, done that kind of thing. She shouldn't show weakness. And to that, I put up a big middle finger and a big F you to the people who say that. I served 8 years in the United States Marine Corps, and if anybody told me I didn't have the right to feel pain, that I didn't have the right to cry, then I would beat their dicks into the friggin' dirt. Bottom line, maybe I'm coming along a little strong with this, but that's personally how I feel. As kind of a warrior myself, I feel compelled to just, side with what they were trying to convey with Samus's character into this game. Yes, when she was monologuing, it was a bit drab, maybe even a bit emo. Personally, and I'm not a voice director, and I'm not about to claim that I have any kind of expertise in the field, but if I were to be, directing Samus's voice actress, I wouldn't want so much melancholy. I'd want a little bit of vindication, some rage behind her words. I mean, I did think that she was a little bit too emotionally attached to the baby, which, by the way, people carried on and on about how much she supposedly carried on about the baby. 12 times. 12 times in the entire dialogue-heavy script of this game did she mutter the word baby. I really don't think that's all that excessive. If anything, she said the word Adam much more. But, enough with me ranting about that. Yeah, there you go. Jessica Martin. That's her name. That's a voice actress. So, Jessica Martin, I don't know if you ever watch Let's Plays. I seriously doubt it. But I'm not necessarily pointing the blame at you, but I do think that, the acting behind Samus didn't quite convey what the creators of this game were trying to, put across. Anyway, now for my review. Graphics. It goes without saying, look at this game. It's a 10 all around. 1-0. Even better than Sonic Colors, even better than Super Mario Galaxy, Galaxy 2. This game has graphics on par with the Xbox 360. That is, if you were playing an Xbox 360 game through composite cables. But yeah, great looking game. Hands down, one of the best if not the best looking game on the Wii. Music, well, it certainly does its job of, putting you in the mood. Nothing terribly memorable. I'd give the music a 6. Yeah, I'd say about a 6. Gameplay-wise, well, pretty linear. I'd give it a 7. It plays a lot like Metroid Fusion. But anyway, that's Metroid Other M. I hope you enjoyed it.
Ultimately, the decision was made to destroy the bottle ship. A mission that will most likely be carried out in the next day or two. I'm heading toward the bottle ship now. I'm going to rescue something that was left there. Something that can't be replaced.
And I hope you enjoy it even more, because we are not really done. There is some after-game stuff to do here. And we got an objective right there, and that looks to be roughly about the point in which, yeah, that's where Adam was giving us his commands. So we are going to head there and find out exactly what Samus left here. What could she have left here? Well, we're gonna find that out, but that's gonna have to wait until next time. And until next time, thank you for watching That LP Show. Have a one that is good.